gentlemen, back inside the HPL. Exciting action for you guys here today. As you can see, we have the Egg Bowl. It is Mississippi State taking on Ole Miss. Up in the broadcast booth, it is Jake, and of course, once again, it is always Joker. Joker, how's it going?
Everything's great. Looking forward to getting in my race car and going to Richmond.
Alrighty then, and of course, we have our sideline reporters introducing Mississippi State sideline reporter B. Riley.
What's going on?
And of course, the main players is the #1 fan club for Ole Miss, the Soaps.
Yeah, what's going on, man? Ready to get the job.
Alright, a lot of animosity between these two. Joker, a lot is on the line, so what's going to be the big factor for this game here?
Well, I think it's fitting that two of the sideline reporters are part of the No Excuses Club, and I think they're both missing the playoffs. So, anyways, I mean, 1-1 in a series, right? So, we'll see. Obviously, you can see Ole Miss has the advantage over All Rise and at home. So, if you're Mississippi State, you're going to have to be perfect on the offensive side of the ball and get some big ups on defense.
Definitely do agree, as we do see a touchback, so the ball will be placed at the 25-yard line. Let's see how this Ole Miss offense could do here. I mean, there's going to be a lot of great plays, a lot of incredible things going on as we see. He's going to head off to Sama. It's going to run it up to the right middle for a gain of 6 right there.
Yeah, you can see the defense. Mississippi State, kind of known for their defensive side of the ball, not allowing more than 200 yards. So if you're Mississippi State, I don't think we'll see a lot of fake punts out of Jackson Altman. So just definitely got to limit them to short yardage and see what you can do and get the ball back.
Well, let's see how it goes here for Boger. Boger's going to fake hand off to Sama. Boger's going to run it up. He's going to pitch it to Sama, and he's going to run it to the right side. Stop at the 41. Great play right there. Fake handoff. Alrighty, and we'll see a 1st and 10. The ball at the 41-yard line. Let's see if this offense can keep on rolling. As we see Lee going to the right side with the motion. And mine's going over. He's going to get the ball right there, and he is going to do a spin move, only for a gain of 2.
Yeah, I feel like that was easy to read if you're Mississippi State, just knowing that there's only one wide receiver on the right side. So you kind of knew that was going to be some sort of jet pass. So good for Mississippi State to only let them gain 2 out of that one.
Alrighty, 2nd and 8, ball at the 43-yard line. Boger is going to snap it back to pass. And he's getting pressured. He is sacked for a loss of yards right there. Trevion Williams with the tackle.
Yeah, 3rd and 12 here if you're Mississippi State. Got to get a stop. We've seen a few games where, more importantly, that Georgia-Florida game, Georgia could not get Florida off the field and execute it every time on 3rd down.
Lama goes to the left side. Looks like Ole Miss making a couple of adjustments here. Let's see what they can do. 3rd and 12, ball at the 39-yard line. The play clock is winding down to 6 seconds left. We're going to snap it back to pass, and he's getting pressured, gets tackled, and it will be incomplete.
Yeah, I think he was trying to do a little bit too much there. I think he's lucky just not to get a false start and make him lose 5 yards, but more than likely going to punt this ball away, and we'll see what Mississippi State can do on offense.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to this because, I mean, it seems like Mississippi State has the factors, has the right tools. See how it goes as the ball will be spotted at the 30-yard line. A lot to talk about when it comes to Mississippi State, and, of course, Parson right there. He's been having a heck of a season so far.
Yeah, first game, I believe the first game he played with Louisville was Kamario Taylor, and we have not seen Taylor since, so.
Davis run up to the right side, and Davis is going to give himself a gain of 7 right there. That's going to be stopped at the 37-yard line, and you can see running backs comparison, all Davis. As you can see, the stadium polls here at Ole Miss as Parson hands off to Davis. Davis gets himself a 1st down and more, going to be stopped at the 45-yard line. So one question I'm going to ask you, this Joker, as we're ready for another play is, Is this going to be a factor for Mississippi State here? Is the wear and tear of this defense, as we see what they again this year right there?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if you're Mississippi State, now that you've gotten the stop, you're going to have to show that you can throw the football. I feel like in some of the other user games earlier this season, it was going to be tough against a 90 overall and above defense. I think mainly we look at that Oregon game. So I think Parsons is going to have to make some big plays down the field, and we'll see if he can execute.
Parson finds a man and Heredia. What a coincidence. But either way, though, that's going to be stopped at the 32-yard line.
Yeah, big game there. Already has been in a lot of things in college football and NASCAR the past few weeks.
Yeah, definitely. You can say that again. As we see, at first and 10, ball's at the 32-yard line. We'll see if Parson can be able to keep this offense going. He's going to hand it off to Davis. Davis is going to run over to the right side for a gain of 6. So not a bad game for Davis here. 21 yards, 3 attempts. He seems to be moving the ball pretty quick here.
Yeah, and even though they're at the 26, I still wouldn't consider this a comfortable field goal range spot, being on the road in a tough area in a tough stadium.
And Davis makes an adjustment right there, running from the left side, going to the right side, and he gets the first down, stop at the 21. And I definitely do agree with how crazy this here. It's going to be a very difficult field goal. But Parsons snapped it back to pass, finds a man, and that is Davis, incomplete.
I think he's kind of lucky that was incomplete because I didn't see much coming out of that play. So I mean, still 2nd and 10, didn't lose yards, but definitely a risky pass and a missed throw from Parson.
Yeah, 2nd and 10, the ball at the 21-yard line. Here comes Davis. Davis runs over to the right side, and Davis gives himself a touchdown, Bulldog.
Yeah, that was good execution there on that first drive. Obviously, like, the run game was very successful there, so get on the board for, should be 7 points, and it will. See what your defense can do, and now if you're Ole Miss, it's kind of like get within field goal range. You can't punt the ball again and get a quick 3 and out.
All right, let's go ahead and go to our sideline reporter, and Riley. Riley, we saw that drive. Defense are coming back out once again. What's going to be the strategy for this drive as far as the defense was?
I mean, I feel like if you can stop the run game for Ole Miss, and then prevent anything deep, just get them into long 3rd down. I think you'll have a pretty good success rate against this team.
Alrighty, thank you, Riley. We'll get back to you here shortly as we see a 1st and 10, ball at the 25 for the Rebels. But Bay loses a loss of 3 right there. Trayvon Williams, his 2nd tackle of the game.
Yeah, and I feel like Ole Miss has kind of gone away from that high offensive type of team, especially this season compared to last season. Boger, all the players don't really have the same stats as
Johnson is open, and Johnson's going to give himself a great advantage. Pass to 43. Great play.
Yeah, and one thing I was going to point out is I think Sama was open there. Just based on what I've seen today, Jackson's been known to use his running backs on those routes, so they tend to be open down the field pretty consistently. So we'll see if Hail State can make those adjustments and see if he can keep him to someone else on the field.
Well, I mean, for Jackson's sake, I mean, moving up the chains as the clock is winding down here, left of the first quarter, as we see Jackson making a couple of adjustments, and that'll do it here in the first quarter. Score: Mississippi State 7, Ole Miss 0. So, let me ask you this, though, Joker. As far as what we're seeing, I mean, do you want to be able to keep the passing game going? I mean, what should you do here?
I think 2nd and 4, I think I definitely run the football and see what we can do. But he might throw it, considering it's definitely a short yard to gain, but definitely think he runs the ball.
Yeah,
and that's what happens when you run this play back to back. And now 3rd and manageable. I think we're in 4th down territory regardless. If he does not convert this first down, so
Bugger snaps back to pass. Finds himself a man, and that is Lee. Great play right there by Lee. Alrighty, 1st and 10, ball at the 25-yard line.
Keeper again.
Yeah, they're definitely relying a lot when it comes to these option plays, and they've been backfired on them. Alright, 2nd and 9, ball at the 24.
Wide open.
Bang! Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And I talked about it earlier, and the same thing happened there. He really good with seeing that halfback wide open down the field, the specific coverages that teams run. So Hail State's going to have to make that adjustment. I don't know what he'll have to do, but definitely going to keep an eye on that for the remainder of the game.
Well, let's go ahead and get to our sideline reporter and Masopes. Masopes, what did you think about that drive, and what can the defense do here as far as this drive against Hail State here?
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised, it took him that long to really score. Just Mississippi State is not a good team, in my opinion. Their record boasts a record that is not reflective of the skill of the team or the user. And I just think Ole Miss is the better team, top to bottom. So we'll just have to see what he can do to stop him here on this drive, and hopefully it doesn't turn into a shootout.
All right, thank you for the info on that there, Mason. We'll get Lee as good run for him. Runs up to the 49-yard line. Figured we see Davis right there, but that's not the case.
Yeah, I'm being told, it's word coming in from the Mississippi State head coach. He said if I wasn't good, then I wouldn't have went 8-4 with the 93 overall team. So it's just what I was told over the headset, and just repeating that on the broadcast.
Alrighty, very well said. As we see Heredia get himself, and it's going to be a loss of 2 on the play.
Yeah, the Joker special is what people tend to call that play. Hasn't really shown or seen the success that other teams have used it before. That is a lob.
Oh my gosh!
You have to throw a bullet there. You cannot throw that lob and give enough time for to get into that play, and that's what happened there. So 3rd and long. I mean, wouldn't be surprised if we see him go for it. He gets within, I think, 8 yards of this.
Parsons after that pass, and he passed to McGee, but that is not the case. Yeah.
I think we're going for this, and I don't. I mean, you have to agree with this call. Kicker's not in field goal range and on the road too, so definitely like to call it aggressive here.
Let's see what they can do. 4th and 5. Parsons look to find an open man. He's got nobody. He found somebody. Plays for the other team. Pass intercepted by Rebels. He's going to go all the way. Can I get a make pick 6? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Rebels touchdown.
Yeah, and I mean, Parsons just kind of playing with his food. I feel like he had a better opportunity to run that, keep that with the QB. I feel like he had something over the middle before he even rolled out of the pocket. But 14-7, and Mississippi State gets the ball back. So, and I believe who gets ball back at half?
I believe
it is Mississippi State. I believe so. So I mean, hey, that's not the worst thing in the world. But to me, you gotta drive and at least get 3 here. Take up the time. Ole Miss does not get the ball back, and see if you can double dip.
Yeah, definitely do. Very, very well said right there, Joker, as we see it 1st and 10. Davis, first time we see him back out there, only for a gain of 3 right there.
Yeah, Davis has been the focal point in the halfbacks on this offense so far. Wasn't as successful as he was in the first quarter, but still 2nd and 7.
Snap ball to 28. Parsons gonna run it up in the middle. He's got nobody, but yeah, he gets the first down, holds the ball with the toughness he's got, and now we see the hurry up offense here.
I'm going to try and get one more play, and wouldn't be surprised if this is a run.
Good call right there. Just himself a gain of 6 right there.
You can see the projected Hail State. If he wins this, I believe he will face Pablo Escobar in the SEC championship. If he loses, it becomes a 3-way tie with Mississippi State, Ole Miss, and Tennessee. Tennessee's been rolling the past few weeks, so we don't know who will get it. But
Thorson gets sacked right there. Perkins making that sack, the senior from Mississippi.
Yeah, I'm surprised Ole Miss did not call a timeout there. I mean, only lost like about 10 seconds or so, but definitely gonna let Mississippi State make a big play.
Parson gets tackled, but he does throw it incomplete.
Yeah, he's gonna have to punt this football away, so wouldn't be surprised to see, Mississippi State or Ole Miss gonna try and get this ball back, and they will. And if he can, business decision there.
Yeah. So now, if you are the Rebels, you can basically get a chance to score before halftime here.
Yeah, and to me, if you're Ole Miss with 3 timeouts, you can kind of play this however you want on the field. So, if you can get 3, I think that you're being in a good spot.
We see Boger looks to try to find a man. Boger.
That's not fair!
God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Man must have ate Butterfingers on the sideline because he dropped that ball. 2nd and 10. Ball at the 26-yard line. Here comes Boger. He's going to pass it to Sama. Sama is going to be short of the first down mark, but we do see Ole Miss scoring for the hurry-up offense here.
Remember, I only need 1 yard here. Aggressive.
Boger's going to get...
Okay, now what do? I mean,
I would go for it here.
I think you got to punt this away. You don't want to give Mississippi State. He might go out there and take a look, but I think with Mississippi State getting the ball back at half, and they're going to have good field positioning, if you don't get this, I think I personally would have punted this football away.
This could be a very good call because you want the drive to keep going, especially Boger finds a man deep. He's wide open, and it is caught.
Yeah, he threw that ball perfectly to where only the tight end could get it, and to me, that's a good play call. Obviously, I wouldn't have went for that in that situation, but like knowing what his receivers can do on the offensive end to get that first.
As we see Boger's getting himself a lot of pressure. Boger's going to get tackled, and now we do see a timeout being called by the Rebels here.
Yeah, and I think that's a good timeout. You're in field goal range, so I think you have 3 on the board if you want it, and to me, if you can punch this in for a touchdown, you'll be in a really good shape here.
Let's go. 2nd and 3. Boger finds a man, and now Lee stop at the 27. Good job going out of bounds to be able to save your timeouts here.
Yeah, and that was perfect execution, getting the first down and going out of bounds to keep this drive basically alive in a good spot.
Oh, I mean, yeah, and a loss of 1 right there, and now, I mean, the way I feel about this, though, I mean, I wouldn't stress it. I wouldn't worry. You still got plenty of time left. You need to work yourself into a good field goal range.
Might be open again. Can he get the
Pollock? And he does not take it all the way home, and he will be stopped at the 13. So now, if you're the Bulldogs, you have to think about what you need to do to be able to score before the end of the half. And time is not really good on your side.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm Mississippi State, I give this 1 play. I'd probably throw this here, see what you can get. He's going to run it. Maybe call a timeout. Oh, no, he won't.
He's trying to go with the hurry-up offense here. Just maybe a very interesting call. Parson hands off to Davis. Davis just stop doing spin moves. He's wasting time.
And see, I don't really understand. You had 3 timeouts. You could have saved about 10 extra seconds there. And if you're gonna call a timeout, I think you run this football and just take this to half.
Yeah, as we see that was it as far as halftime with their score. Ole Miss 14, Mississippi State 7. Let's go ahead and get to our silent partners first. I want to start off with Masopes. Ole Miss has been doing a very good job offensively and now defensively. What's something that they need to do here going to the second half to be able to keep this game for themselves?
Me?
Yes.
Oh, just keep doing what we've been doing. We know we're bigger, stronger, faster,
Not bigger.
better than the Mississippi State football team. So, yeah, not bigger, actually. Whoever cued me in on that, thank you for that audio cue. But we'll just, keep doing Mississippi State, again, fraudulent number 2 in the country. They're 10-1 for a reason. I mean, for no reason. And we'll keep moving forward.
Alrighty, after this play, we'll definitely get to Riley as far as his thoughts as we see. Oh, good pass with Nick for a gain of 5. Now let's go ahead and get to Mississippi State silent reporter Riley. They're struggling by 7, but what's something that they definitely need to do offensively here?
I mean, we got to get this passing game. I mean, the defense is kept in the game, but I mean, Parsons got to put the Cheetos down, get the Cheeto dust off the fingers, and just start locking them.
Very well said. Keep the Cheetos off the fingers as David loses his gain of 1. So now, Joker, you're in a must-convert situation for the Bulldogs here.
Yeah, I think it's too risky to go for it in this situation if we don't convert, but I think this might be man coverage. It is.
And oh my god! Oh, he's short! Oh my gosh!
Yeah, I mean, that's why you don't always go down after every catch, because now in that situation, he easily would have had room to run, and now he has to go for it, and if he does not get this, Ole Miss will be in field goal range already. So I think he threw that ball, and he takes the pick there, so I think that's the reason why he went down so quickly.
All right, we see Davis. Davis, the tackle. Great job. Very crucial call, but it definitely helped as we see the drive is still alive for the Bulldogs. Now see if they can be able to move the chains, try to get them back to where they need to be in this game. Parsons back to pass. It's going to be a screen. Davis goes to the right side, and he's short of the first down mark. The refs are saying he is short.
Yeah, now it was kind of almost a bad situation there. Ole Miss blitzed, and usually when you blitz on a screen, it's good for the defense because you get to the quarterback with no one to block him.
2nd and inches. Keeper. It's going to be a screen as we see Parson, QB sneak, great job, great execution from the offensive line to move up the chains.
And if he threw that ball, I feel like someone on the wide receiver on the left side, one of the safeties came down. So if he wanted to throw that ball, he would have had someone wide open possibly for a touchdown.
So this is what you need if you're the Bulldogs here. I mean, you definitely need to keep moving the chains. I mean, you got plenty of time. No need to rush it. Parson. No, I got picked! Oh my god! AJ Brown! Oh my gosh. Wow.
I think he's lucky to gain yards on that and not have his ball go in the other direction.
I'm speechless that Davis runs up in the middle, gonna be short. That was a crazy turn of events on that last play. Oh my gosh. So now you're in the 3rd and 1 situation. Don't need to do something crazy here. And
I mean,
yeah.
I mean, we're going for it for sure.
You gotta do something here.
And Ole Miss has come out in a lot of double mug, so you have to be ready. It seems like you have to assume he's going to blitz every time, so you have to be ready for a quick play down the field. If he's open,
Man, Davis has been the difference maker, especially when it comes to these fourth down conversions here. Oh man, this is what you need.
Oh my
I
goodness.
mean, you're basically inside the red zone here.
Did
but
you
the
see those key players?
Yeah, I see them.
A lot of presidents, a lot of George Washington, a lot of Abraham Lincoln, a lot of, I think I said Bill Clinton too.
It's gonna push them out of the way. Yeah, especially what coincidence on this President's Day, as we see 2nd and 2, ball at the 4-yard line. It's gonna be a lot of pressure for the Bulldogs here.
Oh my goodness!
Great job by Ole Miss here. They knew what was coming and definitely backfired for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, and it seemed just based on this drive alone, Ole Miss has been really aggressive for blitzes, putting a lot of things in man coverage. So if you're Hail State, you're gonna have to execute, gonna have to get out of that and make a big play. Third and 6 here.
Parsons, it's time to back to pass, get the man open, and just gonna be caught for only for a gain of 2.
I mean, taking your 3 here, I probably would take my 3, considering the fact that you have a free 3 and your defense is, he's going to stay out on the field, it seems.
They're going to stay on the field to try to convert a 3rd and 4th down conversion here in this drive alone. Let's see what they can do. Parsons, time to pass, gets the man open, and then he's going to be stopped short. Stopped at the 1st down mark will be Ole Miss football here.
Yeah, I feel like considering the fact that Ole Miss is pretty much blitzed every single time on defense, you have to get the running back going there, maybe something quicker down the field just to get the 4 yards. So, but didn't convert.
Boger's gonna hand it off to McCaskill, if I said that name right.
Yeah, the senior from Texas.
Senior from Texas, moving the chains up. Surprised that wasn't Sama right there. He's also been doing well alone. So now, I mean, you basically gain 10 yards. You're basically out the 5-yard line spot. So let's see what they can do here. Boger gives himself a 1st and 10, ball to 14. Boger finds a man, and it's going to go back.
I think that was whatchamacallit. I forgot what it was called. Illegal man downfield. There we go.
Ooh, and I think that's a loss of 7.
Oh no, maybe
That has to be intentional grounding. Because that
was able to do it.
It was a legal man downfield. I don't think it's intentional grounding.
Thank you for our rules analyst right there. Boger's going to run it up in the middle.
And he got it back! Oh my gosh. I mean, it's still 3rd and long, but I mean, now you have to put a spy up. You cannot leave Boger room to run if he has the time to. Into the 3rd quarter, we'll bring in our sideline reporters one more time. We'll bring in Riley. I believe he's Mississippi State. I mean, is this a gotta have it stopped here for the Bulldogs?
Absolutely. We have to get this ball back. And, I mean, I would have liked to have seen him take the field goal there because, your defense has really done a solid job with how the offense has been. But, I mean, you have to get a stop here.
Now back to pass. Thank you for that, Riley. As we see,
decision. You have to put this. You cannot. It looks like they're going to keep the offense out on the field. Mason, what do we think about this call?
I would just have to disagree with you. I think this is the right call. The game is in your hands, and he still has to score 7 points no matter how far the field's going to be. And like Riley was saying too, I mean, Hail State just not trusting his defense. I mean, you have to trust your defense. Why do you have a defense if you don't trust them in those situations? I learned that the hard way in the Ohio State game. Always take your 3.
Very well said, Mason. Thank you for that. We do see
these games. He's playing, pushing these receivers back. He's going to get cooked on that route. Can he get there? Yeah, and I don't really agree. I don't know what Hail State's doing on defense, playing them, pulling them back, pulling them forward. I feel like that was the reason why got that first down there.
I mean, you also got to think about what Jackson's been doing. I mean, he's playing some really good ball here. I mean, making these crazy calls. As we see, the receivers are. Are you seeing this too, Joker?
Yeah.
Not just going crazy.
And now, if we're Ole Miss, we probably want to make sure he has a little amount of time to get this ball back. And I think we run this a lot here.
As Salma does get the ball, and he's going to run it into the middle, just a gain of 7. So a lot to look forward to. What's left in this game? I definitely do agree. If you are Ole Miss, definitely want to choose this clock.
As they're already in true clock mode, so. I think we'll see a throw here, considering it's second and short, as we will.
Boger. Looks like
Nothing open.
Pressure. Nobody open. Find the man open. What? Johnson right there.
Coming back to the quarterback as he was rolling out, I thought he was going to have to throw that away, but first down, reset the chains, and the clock still continues to move, and it's already at 3. So if you're Mississippi State, you're going to have to get a stop here, at least have a chance to get this football back.
McCaskill getting himself a gain of 4 right there. 14 yards for him with only 2 attempts. So, I mean, they're just wasting this clock. I mean, I definitely don't blame them. I mean, it's been a one-sided game, especially for Ole Miss. Definitely been executing a lot of these plays, especially on the defense side as well. Boger's making a couple of adjustments. And
he did not get it off. And if you're Mississippi State, you have to take advantage of this. 2nd and 11 now. You cannot now. Yeah, clock did stop. And now I think Ole Miss is going to definitely throw this ball now, but you got to get a stop.
They desperately
that might be stopped. Yes, that is you need. And there it is. And now there's no excuses. If you give up 17 yards this play here, you didn't deserve to win the game in the first place. I think we'll take this to the 2-minute warning. We will. You have all 3 timeouts. I think we definitely call a timeout if we get a stop, if there's obviously the pass is complete. So if you give up 17 yards here, you didn't deserve to win the game in the first place.
Very well said. 3rd and 17. Let's see what they can do here. Boger. It's going to start back to pass. He's got them in deep. It's touchdown! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Same play he's been using throughout the entire time, and then nothing backfired. Straight up touchdown, Sama. Oh my gosh! There's gonna be a party in Ole Miss too.
Most classic case of the game deciding its winner ever.
Just not happy.
Down at your ass.
Unfortunately, if you give up 17 yards, you didn't deserve to win the game in the first place. So, it's not over, right? We've seen leads blown like this before, but you have to, if you're Mississippi State, you have to drive down this field without giving up any of your timeouts.
First and 10, see what the Bulldogs can do here. And they're going to get pressured and complete.
Yeah, that's probably not the worst case situation there, but...
Well, I mean, it could be worse. It could be worse. But, hey, 1 interception, and this will definitely be the end of this game. Parsons finds himself. McGee throwing it. Got to run tempo here, like Joker said.
And I wouldn't be looking to try and run this football. I definitely think whatever opportunity you have, you got to get advantage of it.
Parsons find the man deep. He's going deep. That's Billy. Oh my gosh!
And that would have been the best. 4th and inches. I mean, you only need less than a yard. If he caught that, I thought he was going to climb over the top of him, but could not hold it in. You only need a yard, right? Obviously, something down the field is optional, but only need a yard.
Let's see how this goes. Davis, I mean, he's going to pass midfield.
Gotta run tempo.
Gotta run tempo, yeah.
And to me, if you can keep all three of your timeouts, then I think you're in a good spot. But you have to me, you got to be looking for something downfield.
Parson looks to find somebody deep. Parsons going to throw it out of bounds.
Yeah, he did play maker one of the wide receivers, but just didn't get open enough in time before the QB got hit there, and he just had to throw that away.
There's a lot of pressure, especially if you're on the Ole Miss side, and I'm hearing crunching. That's not for me.
It's probably Heredia.
That probably is. 2nd and 10. Parson is going to get pressure once again. He's going to
that linebacker is quicker than the quarterback, and to me, if he was slower, that's rush. I mean, if the QB was a little bit quicker, that's probably a first down and more. But now 3rd and long.
3rd and long here. I mean, what can they do? Parsons is getting cold. Parsons finds Davis, and he's going out of bounds. He does get the first down.
Yeah, and that's good time management. Only lost 5 seconds off the clock, but definitely, only a minute left. Got to take a shot towards the end zone if it's open.
Parsons is going to run up in the middle.
And he doesn't get the first down, so the clock's going to continue to move. Now all the wide receivers have to come all the way back. This has to be a quick play.
Parsons done it.
It's just intentional grounding penalties, and that will probably put him at 3rd and 11. Yes, instead of 2nd and 1.
Yeah. Oh man, this is crucial if you're Hail State here. 3rd and 11. Parsons finds our man deep. He plays for the other team. That is Washington, and he's gonna.
Oh my God. George Washington with a house call. He was clear-headed, and wow. I don't think Hail State will call timeouts, but I think I wouldn't be surprised if he would. Saunders going to go down, and that
Saunders is going in victory formation here. That's the only thing I don't understand. Oh my gosh.
And well, I don't know who's in the title game now, because there's going to be 3 teams tied at 7 and 1. It might be Tennessee, because I believe Tennessee beat Ole Miss, and I don't think Mississippi State and Tennessee played. So, but hey, number 5 team Ole Miss gets the win at home, and as we hear eating, that is definitely Heredia. Thank you.
Heredia, and let's go ahead and get to the winning head coach of the Egg Bowl himself, Jackson Altman. Jackson, congratulations on what was a very close game, but of course you end up getting the late touchdown right there. What has to be going through your mind right now?
Yeah, a lot of excitement. All I've been hearing from the Mississippi State coaches, I have the egg, I have the egg. Guess what? I have a natty and an egg now. And I have the egg, so he could keep yapping. I heard he was real confident going in this game, scored early, didn't do anything afterwards. Just a dominating performance from Ole Miss.
Alrighty, let's go ahead and take it over to always Joker. Joker, do you have any questions or comments you want to say to Jackson?
Yeah, obviously a good win this time, but I know you've seen the USF Kansas State game, and obviously the offense has been in question for a lot of the season. What do you think you'll have to change if you have to play one of those high-powered offenses in the playoffs?
I think my offense was solid. What did I have? I think I had 5 possessions, maybe 4. I don't know, or maybe 6. I'm not sure, but scored 3 touchdowns, and the one interception I threw, I know what to do differently next time. But I think found what type of offense I'm going to use, and Yeah, I think we're ready for the playoffs. If not sure if we're playing in the SEC championship, but we'll have to see.
Well, let's go ahead and get to a man who is number one in your fan club. Let's go ahead and get to Masopes. Masopes, do you have any questions or anything you want to say to Jackson?
First off, USF sucks. Second off, what a great, just a great win. I told you guys the team was bigger, stronger, and what does that lead you to? That means being better. And it's just unfortunate, maybe not bigger, but it's just unfortunate, for the other side of the football, because I think Hail State was doing a lot of the right things and making the right play calls. He just couldn't execute, and, that happens sometimes.
Jackson, you have anything to say about that?
Yeah, I think we're just better team, better coach. The pick 63, that was just a boneheaded decision. And I think when playoff time comes around, I'm like LeBron going into playoff mode, except when I'm in playoff mode, I win.
I don't believe that was Heredia coming out of the woodworks.
Yeah, didn't expect that, but continue what you were saying there, Jackson.
Yeah, I just think when the playoffs come around, I've shown what I'm about, and Mississippi State saw that today.
Very well, Riley?
I don't really have anything for him. Good win, though.
Thanks.
All right, let's go ahead and talk to the head coach of the Mississippi State Bulldogs, Hail State. Hail State, you had a lot of confidence going into this game. You was the number 2 team ranked in the nation.
Mm-hmm.
What happened there as far as the downfall for you in this game?
I don't think it's the downfall. I just think it just goes to show where we are as a user compared to where he is as a user, that he needs a team 4 overalls higher to get it done and home field advantage. But, I feel like once you can be really good at the X's and O's, but you got to have Jimmy's and Joe's, and 91 overall team or whatever he's got with defense that can instantly block shed whenever they want. It's tough, especially on the road, but I think that I really hope I get this dude in the playoff because I know I've got him on a neutral site.
Parker Kligerman.
Well, we don't speak 8 and 4 around here.
Parker.
Joker?
Yeah, I mean, obviously no SEC. I mean, I don't know how the tiebreaker works, whether it's a 3-way tie, but obviously still in the playoff hunt. What teams are you kind of looking at? Obviously Ole Miss, but I think he got removed from the party. But I think what other teams have you been looking at and kind of saying, I don't want to play them in the first round, or what teams are you kind of looking to circle?
I fear no man. Like I said, the only 2 people that have beat me this year, the 2 teams that have been playing for the Natty the past 2 years. I really don't fear anybody on a neutral site, truth be told. But I guess if you look at the list or whatever of first round opponents, Miami's probably definitely the toughest one. But still don't know what's going to happen between Oregon and Washington. But wow, just a tough loss, but it's okay because we know that once we're able to get our talent levels up, we won't be losing an Egg Bowl ever again with even teams. So, yeah, just ready for the playoff.
Alrighty, and go ahead and take it over to Riley. Riley, you have anything you want to say?
I mean, not really. I mean, obviously, we wanted to win there, but, yeah. We're disappointed here in the Mississippi State fan club.
It's okay, man. Hey, listen, sometimes the game just decides their winner. Not much you can do about it.
This game was not one of them.
When you have a running back hitting a Moss down 50 yards down the field and breaking off 3 tackles, you just
gotta work on your user skills.
Sometimes the game decides the winner. Well, sometimes we don't need 90 overall teams to win games, but that's just me. Apparently, I've gotten Mississippi State to.
I mean, clearly you need a 90 overall team because you can't beat me.
I think we're the only 3-star program in the top 10 right now, actually. So some people need really good big programs to win. We don't. We're in the playoff with Mississippi State. So it really don't matter what anybody else got to say to the biggest villain in HPL.
Alrighty then. Alrighty. Definitely do appreciate both of you as far as comments to each other. And that Joker, final thoughts on the game. We saw a lot between Mississippi State and Ole Miss, and in the end, it was all Ole Miss right there. I mean, what's something that we definitely need to look forward to as far as the potential tiebreaker between Ole Miss, Mississippi State, and now Tennessee?
Yeah, obviously Florida is in. I believe there's games to settle for the championships of that. I believe USC and Notre Dame, the winner of that game, will be representing and facing Wisconsin. So obviously we know Kansas State and USF, and then Miami and Florida State. So we'll see who the victor is. I think all three of these teams are in the playoffs no matter what. So they still have another game left in them. And I mean,
If I
we'll
could
see
interject, actually, I think it is Ole Miss that might get the spot because I assume they will be probably the highest ranked out of the three, and that's how they've done it in years past. But maybe not. Maybe Tennessee will get the spot due to head-to-head.
Ole Miss has the head-to-head over you, but Tennessee has head-to-head over Ole Miss. So
Yeah, so I don't know how it all works, but sorry, Joker, but I just wanted to clarify.
it's common
something that
opponents after record
It is, okay,
and
then it's probably
head-to-head.
Florida, Tennessee.
Yeah. So I mean, if you can go to the bracket for us, Jackson, we'll see. I mean, do you want to win the conference championship at that point? Obviously, you want the bye, but I mean, if you're Florida, you would hate to play the winner of USF and Oregon if it stood like that. Obviously, it won't with USF losing and potential of Oregon losing as well. So we'll see what changes, who jumps, who goes down, and get ready for a conference championship week.
Definitely look forward to that. But hey, with that being said, we definitely do appreciate you, the viewer that's tuned in. If you like what you see, make sure you just like, comment, and subscribe to the HPL YouTube channel. From every one of us here in the HPL, I am Jake saying so long, and we'll see you guys next time.